Rahim. This is me, Moin, with one of our business strategic management presentation. Actually, the case that was given to us in the class, it was why Netflix is suddenly losing subscribers. So on the same case, I have made this presentation. So what are the contents that we will be discussing? I will be discussing in this throughout this presentation. It is context of Netflix case, or the background of Netflix case, that what actually happened in Netflix. The second one would be what went wrong in Netflix, what caused them to be in the position that they are currently in. And the third thing that I will be discussing in this presentation would be the suggested corrective actions to be taken by Netflix. So actually, what is the background of the Netflix case? Netflix has occurred the subscription loss in 2011 and 2022. According to the prediction at Netflix, they predicted that they will gain 2 million new subscribers, but the reality was something different. They actually lost 2 lakh subscribers. And the third point, that Netflix expects another 2 million subscribers loss, and the Netflix stock is collapsing down by 25%. So it means that Netflix is in a very huge trouble. So as we have seen in the previous slide, that Netflix is in trouble. Netflix is not having a proper match of the actual results and the expected results, as their actual results is lower than their expected results. So what actually went wrong with Netflix? There are the following factors that might lead Netflix what they are facing now. Actually, Netflix is providing a very adoptable set of products that is not rare, that is easy to copy, and that is easy to substitute. After that, products are easily accessible by competitors. There is no uniqueness in their products. It is like completely easily accessible by their competitors. And based on my personal thinking, the recent changes in their service model, which was like they were introducing a model which was containing aid, so it I think it affect the reputation of Netflix, and the customers just started diverting their attention as it was no more unique, and it was not looking unique for the customers. So the customers already diverted their attention from the Netflix, because they were just including the ads, advertisements in their new version. So continuing with the same topic, there are some other factors that they were not aware of the changing consumer behavior, starting to prefer watching old movies and content rather than looking for new ones. Actually, for every business, if they want to implement a strategy, so customer should be the focus point. Customer, because every business is serving the customer, so the changing consumer behavior or attitudes are very important to formulate and implement strategies. So actually they were not focusing on the continuous strategy evaluation. They were just focused on periodic strategy evaluation. That was one of the problem. And after that, losing content to competitors, poor knowledge about the competition and its powers. They were not evaluating the external threats properly, and after that, no prompt response to deal with customers' loss, not great measures in place to deal with the rapidly changing business environment. As we have mentioned, that the strategy evaluation is becoming much harder than before, and the businesses are required to have a keen look over the changing business environment. So I think Netflix was missing the same thing, and that is why they were not quite prompt to respond to the customer's loss. So finally, there are some corrective actions to be taken by Netflix. After studying and analyzing all the case, there are following corrective actions that are suggested for Netflix to deal with current situations. First of all, Netflix should alter the strategies by going with a product development strategy to acquire the sole rights or own the products that should fulfill all the 3 criteria to be unique, and make sure that they gain a competitive advantage. Netflix products should be rare, it should not be easy to copy, and it should not be easy to substitute by their competitors. So their resources should be, actually their products should be very unique, and it should believe on the uniqueness. After that, Netflix should revise their objectives, as Netflix is still enjoying the leading TV watch time in the USA. However, they should not be very optimistic about this situation, but because we know that the business environment is changing very rapidly, and anything can happen with them, as they have witnessed in 2011, and as well as they have witnessed in 2022. So Netflix should not be very optimistic about the things that they are just uttering. Rather than that, they should focus on introducing some new product categories, for example, virtual games, 3D virtual games. There are some other great opportunities, while they can go with the related diversification strategy and unrelated diversification strategy. There are some great concepts that are associated with the 5G and 6G internet, so they should wait for it, and they should try to acquire these upcoming great opportunities. So, as we have mentioned a couple of corrective actions, there are three other corrective actions that Netflix can take. Next, Netflix should devise policies by partnering with their competitors, HBO, Amazon Prime Video, and so on, to work on joint projects. It would assist Netflix to remain in the hub rather than being disappeared. So it is suggested in the businesses that you have to work with your partners. If you are just feeling that I will lose everything and I will just get out from the industry, so it is suggested that they should partner with other competitors to at least to remain in the industry and to work on some joint projects. Another thing, to deal with the external threats, there should be contingency planning, and I think that for the next time they should focus on contingency plans, to not feel any hurdle like they are feeling it now. And the last point, technology and other external factors witness faster changes than ever. So keeping that in mind, as for the researchers and experts, suggestions that should evaluate their strategies on continuous rather than periodic basis. So they should have a keen look to evaluate their strategy on continuous basis to avoid any customer loss and any hurdles that they are facing now. So that is all from my presentation. Thank you for your attention and patience.